Back in the early 60s, I rode my motorcycle up the desert road, and you could see Ruapehu and Tongariro on the left if you were going to Auckland. Ruapehu and Tongariro, New Zealand's two pretty spectacular mountains in the middle of the island, are always a good sight to make you realize just how pretty New Zealand is. Pinus radiata is the New Zealand export lumber that is pretty big now that it's been going for so many years. Our next stop was a little town of Mamaka, where there is a sawmill and an historical exhibit showing how they converted regular trucks to replace the trains to haul the wood so that there wouldn't be such a risk of fire. My next stop was at my nephew Mark's house, which was a small farm with some cows and horses, and was not far from Rotorua itself. Mark and Glennis had 3 daughters, Samantha, Molly, and Diana, and they had a variety of interests ranging from horses to playing guitar to drawing and creative artwork.
Which would fit, yeah. Have the buckles on your stirrups. Are they out of your way?
Yeah, I got those.
And you're supposed to be rising, so I learned this one, when the pony's outside leg, they always talk about.
The short for this very, very long name is Waka, and it's quite a Maori showplace in Rotorua with all sorts of Maori meeting houses and storage units, and also guys doing Maori carving on large pieces of wood. So it really is quite an interesting place. Maori wood carving is pretty intricate, and it has a lot of symbolism and carved into the wood and for various different purposes. And you can have anything from carving on a meeting house to the canoe. The thermal wonderland of Rotorua is similar to White Yellowstone, with lots of geysers spurting out hot steam and water and boiling springs. And hot mud pools bubbling away. There is a beautiful old bathhouse building that has been converted into a museum and has many different exhibits, including an art museum, a theater, and lots of memorabilia of the bathhouse. Quite an interesting look. Thing I discovered was that there were 2 paintings by my friend Harry Wong and Brent Wong, and also one of my older friends from way back was the guy that was in charge of more or less designing it as a new museum and stuff. A fellow called Ian Rockel. Besides having a very beautiful view from the top of the museum, it also had a very spooky underneath with all sorts of old equipment to make the baths operate, and a lot of that was still there as an exhibit but not necessarily functional. And there was also a great play area for the kids to do their trying to beat their speed records as they ran down past a timer to hit a wall at the end.
Good thinking. 131. What did you say, Sammy?
We went to a McDonald's, and it was unusual in that McDonald's had all of the Maori carvings and designs along its walls, which made it kind of a very unusual McDonald's. And we finished off leaving Mark's place and taking a look at all of the paintings my dad had done that he had kept. Besides having pictures of Maori heads and Australian stockmen, Mark had a windmill which Dad had done when he was with me in America, and for a gentleman that wanted a picture of a windmill. Unfortunately, Dad did it in the style of Thomas Hart Benton, which wasn't really what the guy wanted, so he never sold the painting.